Welcome to another c64books.co.uk video for my channel, and today we have a follow-up video on the Commodore 64 book 1982 to 1990X. If you saw the previous video, that was an overview of the book in preparation for the forthcoming ebook. But today we have a slightly different video in that this is a very special copy of the book which belongs to me, and in fact it is now the most signed copy in existence, because there are no less than 15 different autographs in here. I'm going to take you through and show them. So since it was published in 2008, I've been to various retro events and got people to sign it. And we start off on the inside front cover with Andrew Rollins, the editor and designer of the book, and that was from Retro Reunited. Of course we've got the foreword here from Jeff Minter, but if we move forward to page 18 and Patel, we have Jeff Minter's signature there. Great game, Nancy Patel. And so that's the first. Great that you did the forward and was able to sign it. And next up we have Drop Zone, signed Cheers, Archer. Archer McLean, the programmer. It's been my pleasure to meet and interview Archer a couple of times at retro events, including the Commodore 64 Amiga in Pixels event at the Centre for Computing History in Cambridge. So moving on and forward through the years to 1985's Beyond the Forbidden Forest, and this was very special. In 2019 at the 8-Bit Symphony concert in Hull, I had the chance to meet Paul Norman. Paul's games are incredible, and it was a real pleasure to meet Paul. So moving forward again to our next signature, we have Gribbly's Day Out, and this is actually Andrew Houston's signature here. Andrew, obviously the publisher of Gribbly's Day Out, and that was from Play Expo in 2017. So the next one is, I've gone too far forward there, so we need to move back to the absolute classic Paradroid. And Paradroid here, signed by Andrew Braybrook. Pleasure of going to Andrew's house and meeting him for the recent Zap Annual, and that was a very special weekend to meet Andrew and talk to him about the games face to face. Next up, a bittersweet memory for me, Ben Dalgleish, sadly no longer with us, who created the amazing music for Trap and the special stereo mix. The Gladiator demo hidden in the game obviously plays that track to its fullest. It's sad that Ben is no longer with us, but I'm glad I had the chance to get him to sign my book. So moving just a couple more pages on, we have someone different this time. We have Stephen Robertson, Sir 86, and I met him in Sheffield at the retro event there in 2009, or was it 2010? I'm trying to remember which year it was. It was definitely Sheffield where I met him. Obviously he did the loading screen, which is just visible in the background here, but you can't really see it. And Stephen also drew me this little reminder. That was his logo in the Amiga years, so SJR, Stephen J. Robertson, which always reminds me of the Griblets from Gribbly's Day Out. So moving on a little bit further. Slightly too far here, I have to move back a page, and then going back to 2008 and the Retro Reunited event in Huddersfield again, we have the signature of John Rittman. Now obviously John didn't program the C64 version, but he did create the original Spectrum version with Bernie Drummond, and so got him to sign that page. So moving on again, we have the classic Skate or Die with Rob Hubbard's signature. Rob I met a couple of times, and this particular signature was from the All Your Bass Music Festival in Nottingham in association with the National Video Game Museum before they moved to Sheffield, and that was a fantastic weekend, and spent a lot of time talking to Rob that weekend. Saw an amazing live performance where he was talking about his driver and performing tracks on the keyboard, and that was such a great experience. Glad I did that. So moving on to another good friend of mine, someone I've met several times. It's John Hare. John Hare, Stay Sensible software on Whizball there, a game I adore, one of my favourites of all time, along with Paradroid. Just a couple more pages now till the next game, and that is Armite, signed by the graphic artist Robin Levy. Again, that was from the Amiga in Pixels event in Cambridge. So Robin's distinctive graphics there in Armite took them 3 different three different demo versions to get to that amazing graphic style. And then on again to another Sheffield signature, a man from Sheffield himself, Tony Crowther, on Bomboozle. Bomboozle being one of my favourite games. I had a great experience interviewing Tony and David Bishop for the making of Bomboozle in Retro Gamer. It's such a great game, one I love, and one I enjoyed talking about. And so we move on again to Last Ninja 2, back with a vengeance, and that is the signature of Matt Gray, the musician. This was from the 2017 performance of Fast Loaders, where they played The Last Ninja live with the late Ben Dalglish, one of his last public appearances. And this signature was actually from the Retro Computer Museum in Leicestershire, and they held a retro music event. So I met Matt at that Fast Loaders event. I didn't actually get the signature that night. It was then years later at Leicester. So then the final autograph currently in the book is another friend of mine, someone I've met at several retro events, starting with Back in Time Brighton, and some others is Carl Muller, programmer of Speedball 2 on the C64. Fantastic conversion, great going. So that's Carl's signature. So my aim is to get as many signatures as I can in this book. I've had a lot of luck over the years meeting people, so I hope in the long term that there'll be more than 15 signatures, and obviously it's now a priceless, one-of-a-kind copy of the book. But if you would like to get hold of the ebook, then have a look at c64books.co.uk for the latest on release of the ebook, and also there you can find out about the Pixel Poetry book, my book of poems on video games and technology, and also then sign up to the mailing list so you'll be the first to know about the Commodore 64 book 1990X to 2022, to be released in August 2022, marking 40 years of the Commodore 64 and its games. A sequel to this book, and with over 200 new games reviewed, looking at the years from 1992 right up to the present day. So, thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, share, support me on Ko-fi to help me provide more content, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep it retro.